So this video will be the first of hopefully many of a series called Back to Basics. So this series is going to be basically me talking about my experiences with like the basic game mechanics of Fortnite. So this first video is on drop spots and how to drop, and as time goes on I'll cover more and more of the basic mechanics, and then we'll start to go up like to more kind of intensive mechanics. So building, editing, piece control, rotations, maybe even some end game rotation. And I know this, if you are a beginner, may not mean a lot to you, but hopefully this helps, and hopefully you guys enjoy this. So the first thing that you want to do when you get into the lobby is open up your map and look at where the bus is going. So here, it's going from the top left to the bottom left. So based on how contested you want your drops to be, so basically how much action you want, you will determine where you want to go. So if you want a really contested drop spot, for example, you drop at Pleasant Park, or Bony Burbs, or Sweaty Sands. If you want a less contested, you probably go Coral or Stealthy, or anywhere really on the opposite side of the bus line. But normally, the larger POIs in the center of the map on the bus line are going to be the most populated. So when you're dropping, in the top right, there's a little marker up by your map, and it shows the altitude of where you're going to pull your glider. So right here, look, you see where it is right here, and then right here. So when you're dropping, in order to get a good drop, you want to make sure to drop maybe over the ocean or over a lower area instead of dropping over a mountain. So if you were here, look at how low this guy got, and look at how low I am right now. So this will determine how good of a drop you have, and the better drop you have, the better chance you have of getting a gun and winning your fights. Oh, my aim was not good there. So one thing to keep in mind when dropping is normally the areas all along the bus line are going to be the most hot. So right here is like the most populated, and then as you move out a little bit, it'll be less populated, and then even less, and even less and less and less. So like right here, Steamy Stacks, and maybe even Craggy Cliffs would be the least populated drops on the entire map. So one thing about drops is you kind of have to learn how to drop there. So there's a specific place on this bus to land for Lazy Lake. So you land like right there if you want to go for Lazy Lake, or land like there for Slurpee, or there for Bony Burbs, or there for Holly Hedges, or there for Sweaty Sands, or like around here for Pleasant. So what you have to do is, if you don't know your drops well, find one spot that you really like to go. Like let's say you really like coming to the shark, or the shell as they like to call it. So let's say you like coming right here. So you practice this drop every single game, and you repeatedly drop here, and you know, oh, if I like to, there's a chest right on the tip of this guy's nose. Oh, if I like to go there, I have to pull my glider here. And then this brings up another thing, which is, off the drop, should you go for chests or floor spawns? So floor spawns are things that just spawn on the floor, so like this shotgun or that wood, because floor spawns are always going to be there, whereas chest spawns aren't there 100% of the time. So you have to realize, hey, this is the type of player I am, this is what I want to do, And I think I'm dead. And then one important tool that a lot of people use is on Fortnite.gg. It's just a map. And on this map, you can see the spawns of literally everything. It's kind of a little crazy. I don't really like that. But just look here and you can draw lines. So let's say the bus comes from there to there. So this is a pretty normal kind of generic bus route. And let's say you land at the spot that I told you to, which is, it's known as Zate Hill, right? So you land here, and then you loot the chests, you come down here, you run through, and you're pretty much done. So once you're done dropping, you kind of have to keep in mind like where the zone is. So maybe it's not the best idea to, if you're not good at knowing where the zone is, I'm not that good at knowing where the zone is, to drop maybe up here at the shark, because it's a lot more complex to figure out a way to get all the way around the entire map. Because sometimes if you land at the shark up here in the top left, the zone may be in Lazy Lake, and you have a long way to go. So basically what I'm saying for beginners is, you know, maybe drop at a spot like this, right here, and, you know, do one of these central drops, and, you know, everything will be a lot easier for you. Just with, there's not going to be a whole bunch of people here, there's not going to be, it's not crazy complex. You just walk in a line and you can start it from anywhere. And yeah, so that's my recommendation for drops, is find one or two drop spots you like. Maybe one for squads and one for solos, and then learn them, and just make sure you're not dropping in the middle of nowhere, because there's no way to get better if you drop in the middle of nowhere. Maybe drop somewhere like this, where you, or even a step up from this before major POI or point of interest, is maybe Risky Reels. Risky Reels is a really good spot. It's wide open. In this building right here, you can't build at all. Everything's blocked off. So there's things that you can do to get better at the game, and maybe get yourself a few early wins, but without hiding the whole game. Or, you know, you have to try to push yourself, because without pushing, you're never going to get better. So if you did end up making it to the end of this video, I know this video was a lot of me just waffling a bit, just talking a whole bunch, but if you didn't make it to the end of the video, please let me know down in the comments anything you want to see from the series in the future. And if you don't want to comment, feel free to DM me on Instagram or come into my Twitch chat and give me a chat, send me a message, and chances are I'll get to you. So I hope you all have a great day, and thanks for watching. Peace.